It's Scottish Cup quarter-final Sunday. Welcome back to Folk Football, but we're here with a bit of transfer news. We're 37 minutes into Celtic Hibs, and I tell you what, it's been a decent game so far. Bashuri and Maida battling it there. Maida gets a shot, but it blazed over in the end. But we're here to talk about Lennon Miller. Of course, if you want to match a few for Hibs Celtic, then you're going to have to tune in later. Alright, but Brighton Hove Albion, our sister club, Union St Gallows, familiar with being Rangers as European bitches because we battle them every time we play them. Yeah, they are interested and linked with a big move for Lennon Miller. 5 million great British pounds for him. Now, this is according to a few news articles out there. Lennon Miller, we've seen Andy Halliday tell him to reject certain deals. I wonder if this deal is going to be taught by Andy Halliday. I mean, Andy Halliday can say what he wants, and you know what? He does have a lackey ability as a player. I think that's undeniable, but anyone that's listened to Super Scoreboard or listened to Andy Halliday speak, he clearly has a footballing brain. He just doesn't have a footballing body. You know what I mean? But I would definitely take Andy Halliday's opinion under, advisement if I was Lennon Miller. But at the end of the day, Lennon Miller is his own man, and £5 million to get to a team that's consistently hovering about, Champions League qualification into the Europa League and things like that. They're a good club, make no mistake about it, and the fact that they're a part of this, whole power group here that bring in players and sell them on. It's the Tony Bloom. It's that whole new empire of football where somebody buys clubs, feeder clubs, all that stuff, and it's all that good stuff. Tell you, and Celtic have made it 1-0, and it's Dyson Maida with a goal. Nicholas Kuhn shot. Jordan Smith gets something on it, but Dyson Maida fastest to react, and you know what? You just can't sleep against Celtic. You really can't. You really cannot sleep against Celtic. Jordan Smith, he gets down, he saves the shot. I tell you what, Hibs defenders, they switch off. Absolutely switch off there. But anyway, we'll move on from that score there. If you want to hear more, like I said, after about 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30, that match review will be up. But according to the Scottish Sun, I know how people love the Scottish Sun, but you know what? We've got a report on this. This is a pretty big move. The Seagulls believe that the Motherwell midfielder is a superb long-term prospect, but fear he's not ready to play in the Premier League next season. Now, sister club USG are working on a deal to bring the 18-year-old for 5 million, give him exposure to European football before selling him to Brighton. USG, Celtic and Indonesia failed with bids for Miller in the January transfer window, with the Hoops expected to make a new bid this summer. The Scotland under-21 cap has been watched by every top club in England, but USG are leading the chase now with minority stakeholder Tony Bloom driving the deal. The Seagulls owner lets the Belgian side use the data-driven scouting model he sold to Hearts. In addition to Miller, Celtic have been linked to other Lanarkshire talent. Airdrie teens Cole and Dylan Williams could be on their way to Celtic, but apparently they're going to head south to go to Rotherham United. But back to Lennon Miller. Would this be a good deal? I think so. It's not guaranteed, but if he joins USG, it pretty much just gives him a straight pipeline to join Brighton one day. And that's a good as deal as any, you know what I mean? Now, and I think it's true, right? See as much as we can stand up for the Scottish League, I just don't see someone ever, getting signed from Motherwell and going straight into a Brighton. Let's be honest. Brighton are upper mid-table in the Premier League. They're like a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th sort of club. They got European football, a couple of years ago. I just don't see how Lennon Miller, even if his ability's there, I just don't see them having the faith to sign him from Motherwell and fire him straight in. We've seen it with Calvin Ramsey, alright, wee bit of a different example, right? Him going to Liverpool from Aberdeen. Liverpool obviously much better and bigger than Brighton. Don't really need to explain it, but they are. With O'Reilly and Tierney, O'Reilly's going to Brighton. He's not exactly getting the game time, but he still got the move and he got played and he scored that goal against Man City and things like that. Tierney, I mean, you could argue with Tierney went to Arsenal when they were worse. They're better now, and Arteta wants rid of him. But for me, here on Fog Football, we've actually defended Tierney a lot. I don't know why Arteta doesn't want anything to do with him. Honestly, he's so much better than Sinchenko, and you could play him further forward or anything. You could do anything you want with Kieran Tierney. But anyway, Lennon Miller, 5 million USG. Good move, bad move, who knows? But later on, match review, and then tomorrow, draw reaction, review show, other game to review. All kicking off here on Fog Football.